Once upon a time, in a small town, I was eagerly preparing for the most important day of my life, my wedding day. My fiancée, Emily, and I had been together for several years, and I couldn't wait to say, I do. The excitement in the air was palpable, and everything seemed perfect. A week before the wedding, however, I noticed that Emily began to act a bit distant. At first, I brushed it off as pre-wedding nerves. After all, planning a wedding can be incredibly stressful. But deep down, a tiny seed of doubt began to sprout in my mind. As the days passed, Emily's behavior grew more and more unusual. She would often take long phone calls, whispering and giggling, then abruptly hanging up when I entered the room. I tried to ignore the nagging feeling, convincing myself that I was being paranoid. I trusted her, and we were about to embark on a beautiful journey together. On the eve of our wedding, I decided to surprise Emily with a romantic dinner. I wanted to remind her how much I loved her and to alleviate any stress she might be feeling. I prepared her favorite meal, lit candles, and set the table with our best dishes. Just as I finished, my phone buzzed with a text from a close friend. "Have you talked to Emily today? I heard she's been seen with someone else." My heart raced as I read the message, disbelief washing over me. I couldn't fathom that Emily would betray me. Still, I had to know the truth. After dinner, I confronted her gently, asking her if everything was all right. Instead of answering, she looked away, her expression betraying her guilt. In a moment of courage, I asked her directly, "Emily, is there someone else?" Tears filled her eyes as she realized the weight of her secret was too much to bear. Finally, she confessed, her voice trembling, "I'm so sorry. I met someone else." And it happened just before the wedding preparations began. My heart shattered into a million pieces at her words. The life I had envisioned for us, the dreams we shared, all crumbled in an instant. I stood there, stunned and speechless, trying to process the betrayal. That night changed everything. The next day, I called off the wedding. Friends and family were shocked, but I knew I had to prioritize my heart and self-respect. I learned that love should never be taken for granted, and sometimes, the person you trust the most can break your heart.